And vaginas look very different. So, first of all, the woman has to know her own vagina. Thank you for all those hearts and loves on Instagram. And that's why cougars are the best. Exactly. Because usually by now, DeMilf Man 69, usually by now, women have figured out how to make themselves orgasm. And once you do, and you can, and again, there's no great medal of honor if a woman makes herself orgasm versus a man making her orgasm. So a lot of guys think it's their duty to try to like go down on a woman for an hour, make her, when she can go ahead and just help herself along and make it happen much quicker. So, or much better or different. So a lot of women think that they can't. That the guy has to do like an ESP guessing game, and that's not the way to go. It's better if the woman says, "This is what I like. This is what I don't like. I'd like you to go faster, slower, harder, whatever it is. I would like you not to touch the clitoris at all, and that's her thing. And let me do it, or let a toy do it." So, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Okay. The Canadian Daily. I know that was a bad pun, but honestly, don't fake it. Keep it real. The real ones are the best. And I would think that most men wouldn't like someone who's being untruthful and faking it. It's like why? Mr. Piratebrain, I will check after show the Hurt Locker on Facebook. Okay, well, we're all talking about some other stuff right now. I have to get back together. Jonathan, I just graduated. My dad doesn't want man Facebook. Okay. If I had a vagina, I would be playing with it every day, Mr. Piratebrain. Why? If you had a vagina, I'd be playing with it every day too. Eric, are you guys playing? Are you guys on the same page? Hurt Locker said, Mr. Piratebrain, if you had a vagina, you'd be making books about orgasm technique all the time. Exactly. Whatever happened to the vulva? Okay, so the vulva is those outer portions of the vagina, not the canal, not the one that you stick inside, but it's the outer lips, and those are also a big part of sexually erotic zones for, those are very big erogenous zones for women, and they should not be ignored. Let's see. Vagina envy. Okay. Vulva isn't a car? No, Wild Weasel, and that might be something you should think about. Right? All right. The Milkman is talking about cougars knowing what they want. Oh, my goodness. Get them drunk. No, Karen, you never want to take advantage of a person when they're drunk. You want them to be, I would think, into it because of you and what's going on in the moment, not because she's drunk. And also then you have the issue of consent, which is always iffy. So drunk is not good. I'm not saying you can't ever drink, but don't take advantage of drunk people. That's a very bad idea. Jonathan, I was shocked. Okay, so Jonathan's talking about what happened with his relationship with his current girlfriend, finding out about the last girlfriend. I was shocked, she said. So Jonathan's saying, I was shocked. She said I could date her. I wonder what she was saying. My girlfriend is into an open relationship. I need more clarification. Paul, my current girlfriend is so riddled with Catholic guilt that she won't touch herself. We're working on it, and it takes a lot of patience. That's interesting, Paul. She won't touch herself, but she'll touch you. So I'm glad that you're helping her through that. That's a very, very important thing. A lot of women are embarrassed to masturbate in front of their guys, and vice versa, which is silly. Let's see. Ari, most vaginas are not visible without instrument. Without, right. You might need to, if you're just talking about the actual internal canal of the vagina, you're not going to see much. And the clitoris actually is the thing then on the outside of the vagina. It actually goes into it, and that's kind of where the G-spot starts too. Good point there, Ari. The vulva is the most beautiful part of the flower. Yes, it is, Mr. Piratebrain. Go to the Georgia O'Keeffe Museum and you will see beautiful flowers that look just like vaginas and vice versa. Eric, I don't fake orgasms, but I do lie about my age, vocation, net worth, and mental health status. Okay, thank you, Eric. And you drive a Volvo 60C. Gorgeous vehicle. Paul, your girlfriend has never masturbated. Okay. And Hurt Locker saying, either way, you can be inside of a vulva. Either way, you can be inside of a vulva. Okay. All right. What's going on and what questions do you have on Instagram? How can I get a good convo going with a cougar at the beach? I don't know. What do you think? What's some good opening lines to talk to someone at a beach? I would say talk about the water, talk about the weather, talk about the sky, talk about her eyes. I mean, there's a million different things you can come up with. I mean, talk about that she's got cool sunglasses. Or, I don't know. Just go there and figure out what you would say to someone else. Like if it was just a normal person, you want to start a conversation with a friend. I love when someone says, fuck you, Karen, but they spell it wrong. Doggin34 says, fuck you, Karen. F-A-C-K. F-A-C-K. Women fake it. The milkman. Women fake it when they think the dude has money. So we're back to gold diggers and why we should stay away from those dudes. I think that's a good idea, right, milkman? Stay away from gold diggers. Then you don't worry about fakers. Because I guess you're right. People that are not genuine to themselves and are trying to use people for other things would probably do things just to put on a show. You saw George O'Keefe's work, Mr. Piratebrain, and it's gorgeous. What about a screaming orgasm? What about a CKA? Are they real? Do some people scream during orgasms? It's funny because like if you can go down a labor and delivery room, some people are screaming when they're giving birth, and some people are keeping it all in. Like if you get injured, if someone kicked you in the nuts, would you be screaming or would you be like holding the screams in because you're in pain? Do you scream during your orgasms when you have sex? Does a screaming orgasm mean it's better than a regular just someone who doesn't vocalize? These are all questions that I must know the answers to. Let's see. The clit has a lot of nerves, very sensitive. Markin. Yes, that is true. Actually, there are, I think, 1,000 to 1 more nerve endings in a clitoris than there is in a penis. So that's why women are very sensitive down there. So you can't just go right down there and start rubbing away. You just have to everything has to come in its due time. And that's something, again, pace yourself when you're trying to go down on a woman and let her dictate how she wants it. Don't pay attention to what you see in porn. Porn gives you the idea, because I've watched a lot of porn and I've talked to a lot of porn stars, and remember, porn is directed by men, and men think that a woman wants you to just go like that thing, and that is really not at all the case. Just want you guys to know that women do not like that, especially at the beginning. They might like it towards when she's very, very excited, then she might like that, rubbing really fast on the clit. But if you start doing that right away when she's not ready, it is very annoying, and it can actually be detrimental to what you're trying to accomplish. And if she pretends like she has an orgasm right away by doing that, it's most likely faked. It's a fake thing. And if you like fakes, then go for it. Jonathan, it's good that you got her input. Okay, Jonathan, my girlfriend said it's okay if I dated my ex because, like I said, she's into open relationship. I'm almost thinking about it. Jonathan, if you're thinking about it, think it through the consequences and then, go for it. If you want to talk to me about it, you can go to my Patreon page and sign up, and I will talk to you and I'll message you back and we can talk on the phone, things like that. Patreon.com/KarenLee. Have you ever tried drowning victims? What the fuck? Eric, what are you talking about? Other chicks wouldn't like it. Right. Why do women make more noise during sex than men? Mr. Piratebrain. I don't think I know that. I think that, again, remember, you might be getting that information from porn, or how many men have you had sex with to even know that? So I don't know that there's anything to say that men have louder orgasms or make more noise, because it depends on the two people. But what do you guys think? Jonathan, my ex screamed once so loud she lost her voice. Really? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe more women do scream during sex than men, but I don't know. Markin, yes, it's all about the build-up, timing. Yes, it is. Salvi Dad. Hi. So I've slept with 3 girls after my separation and divorce. I think I'm done. I don't want a relationship. Okay. All right. Let's see. Satire show pussy. No. I can stand up for 12 hours. Is that normal? Seriously, I'm not lying. I don't know what you're talking about right now. The roast beef. Okay. Gonzo. Okay, Ghanz. Very long name here. Oh, G. Hans from the East. You need help starting conversations with MILF. So go to my website, KarenLeePoter.com. There's a How to Catch a Cougar video. I suggest you buy it and download it, and you'll find out all my little tricks of the trade to talk to cougars and get them to go home with you. How to seduce married women. Lokeesh, you're always asking me that. I think you have to seduce a married one the same way you'd seduce a single one, but I think you better be very, very careful. Remember, it's just a slippery slope to getting into trouble. Think about consequences. Ben Snow with a picture that looks exactly like Jon Snow. What's the best way to make her orgasm during oral sex? You have to ask her, Ben. I'm not her. I don't know. Most important thing is to talk. That would be the best thing. Ask her what she likes, what she doesn't like. During oral sex, bring out toys. You can do there's so many options there. So I can't really tell you what's the best way to make her orgasm, but I could tell you, if it was me, I want you to start very slow and tease. Tease, tease, tease. Like Derek Pierce, porn star, always says, it's not about the nipple pussy. It's about everything but that. So tease the shit out of her first. That would be my suggestion. Get her really excited and then start your oral sex. Okay, Eric, I would work that clit like I'm playing a blistering guitar solo. That is so funny that you say that, because I always look at like these guys with guitars that are playing so quickly, and you're wondering how they can move their fingers that quickly and what that would be like on a vagina. Is it just me? Women, weigh in. Ari and May. Is that something you've ever thought about? Mr. Piratebrain, I think it's because you tell how masculine... Wait. Hurt Locker is saying, Mr. Piratebrain, I think it's because you tell how masculine a guy is. Okay, that must have been from a question earlier. Hurt Locker says, Eric, play it like a man. Paul, men have taught themselves to be quieter because most have masturbated one room away from their parents during puberty. But I guess you could say that about women too, Paul. Maybe women are masturbating in the women next door to their parents as well, right? Swing good time. What is your opinion on female ejaculation orgasms? Can every woman do that? Again, I've heard about female ejaculation orgasms, and I think that you're trying to ask about squirting maybe, or asking about an internal and an external orgasm. And again, can every woman... I think not every woman can squirt, nor has every woman even wanted to squirt. But I think if you're talking about having a vaginal orgasm and having a clitoral orgasm, I think you could a woman can try to teach herself to do any of those things if that's something she wants to try to work on. There's ways to do all of those things. Mr. Piratebrain, Karen, I always tell men and women about your show, and you are so unique and loving. Thank you, Mr. Piratebrain. And if you guys will listen to what Mr. Piratebrain said, that's awesome. It would be so helpful on Instagram and YouTube if you guys would cross-pollinate there. And also, if you would share the video, like at the bottom, you could share the video with your friends. They might think, why are you sharing it? Well, hey, everyone needs to know about this awesome chick, KarenLee, who talks about dating, sex, relationships, and everything in between. And that way,